Hello, Mt.Olivet family and friends. Pastor Ed and myself together kicked off the COVID-19 pandemic with a video in March, if you remember. Well, we'd like to give you a quick update as it relates to reopening our North and our West campuses for in-person services. And here's the bottom line. Based on the current status of COVID-19 cases, the current Phase 1 status in Multnomah County, the results of both our member and attendee survey, and the experience of other churches that have reopened unsuccessfully, we have decided to suspend in-person worship services for the remainder of the year.
And let me add to that by sharing some of the results of the survey that many of you participated in. We sent out 1,500 surveys to our congregation, received 525 responses, and 284 contemporaneous comments with that survey. 77% of those who responded identified as being age 50 and older, and 32% of that group identified as being age 65 and above. So clearly we have people who are in the vulnerable category. 77% said that they would only return to service only when safety measures were in place or all restrictions were lifted. And another 53% said that they were concerned about returning to their current volunteer role or would explore a new role altogether. Of the 284 survey comments, 130 of those comments said that we should take safety and caution and science into consideration in any decision that we made with regard to reopening. So those factors also played into our decision as well. When we look at social distancing, the seating capacity in this building, which is upwards of 900, we would only be able to seat 146 people under the current social distancing parameters. And also over at the West Campus, we would only be able to seat 130 people in that sanctuary, which holds approximately 750 people. In addition to the surveys and all of the other information that we've been following, we formed our own in-house task force. And that group was designed to develop a reopening plan under the current yet shifting government restrictions and mandates. And the task force determined that it would take upwards of 50 people just to enforce and carry out all of the government restrictions that are now in place in order to conduct our typical Sunday in-service worship. And when you think about it, Multnomah County is in Phase 1, right. And the limitation on the number of people who can be indoors is 50. It's 50 people. So let me make a couple big declarations. Number one, even following all of our protocols and our reopening plan, we cannot guarantee your safety. And number two, with all of the social distancing parameters and other things that we have to do, we would not be able to create a quality adult or children's worship experience with all these protocols that are in place.
That's true. Now, we understand that there'll be various opinions about our decision. Some may be relieved and feel that what we're saying makes perfect sense. Others may feel that it's unreasonable, and you may even feel it represents some sort of lack of faith on our part. The truth is, I have a lot of faith. The truth is, none of this has caught God by surprise. And the truth is, the church has and will continue to thrive in times of distress. And the truth is, while the doors of the church building are closed, the Church of Jesus is still open. Mt.Olivet Baptist Church will not only survive this, but we will thrive as a result.
And let me answer one question in advance that many of you are probably asking yourself now, and that is, when will we reopen? Let me read it like we wrote it. We will continue to monitor the science and advisory surrounding the COVID-19 public health pandemic in order to make further decisions regarding reopening in 2021. So we're going to continue to look at the science. We're going to continue to listen to the government protocols. We're going to continue to assess what's happening in order to make our decision on reopening in 2021.
And we're encouraged because we will continue to meet the needs of our church family and the community. We will continue online streaming of our worship services, midweek live prayer on Facebook and YouTube, all the Bible Zoom classes, and online children, youth, young adult men and women environments. We will also create a strategy for limited in-person events, so please stay tuned. Remember, we are the church.
We are the church.
When we reopen, we will be stronger and we'll definitely be better.
Yes.
And so until we talk again, we continue to pray for you. Please pray for us. And we believe the best is yet to come. May God bless you and heaven smile upon you.